Come on, man. I'm really good.
Everything you want to know on earth is shown to us in the Bible, the New Testament. The basic idea is kindness to others. The Bible shows us how it explains everything that we would ever want to know on earth about how to live. So when you read and understand the Bible, you will understand everything there is to know about how to live on earth and how to get into heaven.
This body you see doing exercise on the right side of the frame will get old and die. All of our bodies will. Our souls look like our bodies, and they will last forever. That is why the most important thing ever on earth is to follow God and Jesus, as shown to us in the Bible, in the New Testament, as Jesus shows us about God and how to live.
Don't let the devil get to you, because he's bad and dissonant sounding. The devil came back. He's trying to get us. He's whacked. He is so not good at anything. He is bad, and he tries to hurt others, and he went straight down to hell again. And God's here now. God is here. Because he's always here. So we're always okay. And our souls and consciences will never go away, and we'll be good no matter what. But you gotta try. You gotta watch your butt. Because you might accidentally end up a badass. And that can be good or bad. And wouldn't you rather eat sassafras and not even think of your backside? But don't be bad. That's the thing. If it's the mean one. But you can be whatever good way that you try to be in your own way. But you should follow God and Jesus in the Bible, because that's the real way to be good. And that's the best way to be kind to others. And without that, you have to do it on faith alone. We're all okay. And I hope we have a really good day. You're living like a crazy animal in the wild. You're not mild when you get your wish. You're selfish. When you get your wish. I don't know what that is, but it can't hurt us. We believe in God, and that's what's up. We all believe in God on earth, whether or not we admit. We know He's real. What's that? What? I don't know. Watch your it's okay. Don't worry about it if it's different. Who cares either way? It's having a good time, hanging out, enjoying ourselves, feeling proud. But don't do it too much, cause you won't be quiet. Watch on our butts. Watch on our butts. Don't do it too much. Watch my butt. Man, don't turn it too. Don't turn it up. Don't turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. It's okay. I am good. Good today. I am good. In my way. In my way. In God's way. It's all our way. Cause He's everywhere. Today. And any day. In the past, present, future. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. It'll be okay. It's what God wants for us some way. It'll be okay. Either way, it's okay.
Hi. This is really, really real. The reason why I said it'll be okay either way is because you either go to heaven after you die for all eternity, blissful peace, happiness, love, overwhelming love and acceptance, or you go to hell. Not you in particular, but someone out there who's watching. You go to heaven. You either go to heaven or you go to hell. You understand? You understand, sunshine? Do you understand? And guess what? I don't mean to be a jerk to the cat, but it's really, really serious, because imagine millions of years of torment, unimaginable, your worst fears and suffering inside the earth in hell at the hands of the devil and all his demons. And that's real God's work. The soul is still the same. It's still a good soul inside. It never goes out. It never dies. Your body dies, and you either go to heaven or hell. But the soul in hell is doing a tremendous amount of God's work, repenting, feeling so sorry for what they did on earth. And we have a chance with this one life. There's no reincarnation. There's no reincarnation. That's sometimes a made-up belief that people think gives them an excuse to act however they want and get a bunch of stuff on earth and be mean to others in their thoughts and intent and actions. And it's wrong. You can't just follow the law and ignore the Bible. This is the real law. This is the real law, the Bible, the New Testament. The New Testament more than the Old Testament. Old Testament may be okay. I haven't read it, but when I've tried to read it, it misled me in my faith. I could feel the bad stuff that's down in hell trying to mislead me and give me the wrong idea. The Old Testament's kind of not, some of it may be okay, but it's just not what it's about. This is really what Jesus came to earth to show us. The New Testament, the Bible. Now, that's it. That's it, you know. It's really serious. Do you want to spend millions of years or an eternity in hell at the hands of these demons and the devil, who all they know is being mean to others? They tried to attack God to try to bring him down so they could try to have power, but he sent them down to earth, and they're just going to keep hurting one another until they are thrown in the lake of fire to burn for all eternity with the rest of the souls who went to hell. and they burn in the lake of fire for all eternity. It's like a horrible suffering. And that's just the burning. That's constant burning. Their skin's bubbling. It's this horrible stuff for being bad and mean on earth, for making a habit out of sin, for being workers of unrighteousness. I don't want to throw that around too much, but when people work at being mean to others in their thoughts, their intent, and sometimes their physical actions, they use the devil's tricks to pretend they're doing one thing when really their thoughts in their mind and their intent in their mind is not good. It should always be good. Your thoughts and your intent should always be good. That's God's truth. You should tell the truth. And here and there we mess up. We can't help it but to mess up. We sin. We can't help but to sin. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about this. And it's really important. This is for eternity. I was sitting right here when I had a realization about this. I think more than a year ago. I think about a year ago, or more than a year ago, or a little less than a year ago. So I think it was more than a year ago, and that's how I've started learning more and more about Christianity and God and Jesus. It's reality. It's what everything is really about. This is real. Okay, heaven's a very real place. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. That's where we're supposed to go, I believe. Some people may not go there, but our souls are going to be good no matter what. If you mess up with your human life, it's going to be horrible. I can't even begin to explain how horrible it is down in hell. So we got to be good and kind to others. The basic idea is kindness to others and forgive others when they're mean to you. And don't let it get to you. You can be kind to yourself too, but not only yourself. That's horrible. Being way too selfish is not what it's about. You got to be kind to others. So I got to watch it because I got to be as kind as I can. I do the best I can. Today I was working on not just this video right here that you're about to see the rest of, and you just watch the real music video really good. It was really amazing. But I was thinking of family members and loved ones and stuff who I was standing up for, praying for, trying to get them the same. I sent them texts, and to talk to them and make sure they're okay, and really reach out to them and hope they'd be okay through what they're going through. So I was there for them. It was God's work. I'd say for almost 12 hours so far. It's 2:56 in the morning, and I've been editing this and doing other work since yesterday morning at like 7, but it's my birthday, October 7th. See, today is my birthday, October 7th. This is short for October. Wednesday, wed is short for Wednesday, W-E-D, wed. The W looks like a W, but it sounds like a W. The E looks like an E, but it sounds like an E. The D looks like a D, but sounds like a D. And they have different sounds, wed, when you put it together really slow. And that's how you learn to read and write. For, anyway, October 7th, 2:57 in the morning. I've been at this since yesterday, 7 or 8:30, and I think I finally got sleep. I slept till 8:30 in the morning, yesterday morning. So I've been at it 19 hours, I think. 18 hours, something like that. And I did a really good job editing this. I uploaded 2 unedited videos too in between. And I think the day before I did a really good video all day. I edited a lot of editing. So I'm happy with my work on this video. I like it. Okay, Rowan and Ivan and their little sister Ayla and Mama. Okay, I love you. I'm going to talk a little bit more about God and Jesus. You got to be kind. It's really important, and follow the Bible. I have videos on my channel that describe about this, the New Testament. It explains what it means. I have videos on my channel that explain what it means. I'm trying to read through the whole thing. I've gotten up to about here. I've gotten up to about there. And that's really almost all some people are going to need to hear what I said in those videos. And read more later if you can, when you can, because it tells about all the different types of sin, so you can figure out what you've done wrong in your life. You can figure out what sin you've done wrong, because it leads either nowhere or to hell, to worse, an eternity of torment. And the sin can make you hurt. The sin kind of causes us to die on earth. It goes along with our death and aging and getting, worse feeling and dying. And when I was younger, I used to try to look younger than I was. And so now I kind of had to let that go. Sometimes I'll look older and stuff, but I don't push it as much. There are all different ways that you can be good. Just don't worry about the sin. Just be kind and good. Kind to others. That's what it's all about. Even when they're mean to you, you forgive them. Not like down in hell when they're constantly hurting one another. They're constantly hurting one another back to no end. It gets worse and worse and worse. And that's all they're doing down in hell, is hurting people. It's really, really horrible. Like way worse than imaginable on earth. But forget about that. We're not going to go there. You should not have a fear about it, because we're going to go to heaven. You follow God and Jesus. You believe in God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit. And you have faith. You have faith, and do as best as you can to be kind to others with all your intent and belief and thoughts in your mind. You don't distort what you're thinking in your head and pretend, I really did this, but I didn't, because I'm trying to say that somebody's crazy. If they call me out on it, so they're the crazy ones, and I'm scaring them into thinking that I'm going to turn into a creature that's scary. It's not what it's about, Rowan. It's not what it's about, Rowan. Are you watching this? It's not what it's about, Ivan. That's nonsense. That stuff is all down in hell. There are real demons that do that down there. They're probably not aliens. God put us on earth to live on earth. He created Adam and Eve, and they begat all these children. They had children down the generations. The devil got them to sin, Adam and Eve to sin, that made them die. They were going to live forever and just have children. And I think the devil got them to I know the devil got them to sin. That's a fact. I'm not angry about it. I'm not trying to be mean about it. But the thing that I think he did was get them to, their children, to make other children down the line, and all these other children on earth, which they're just supposed to have parents and children, and that was it. The children weren't supposed to make more kids, but the devil got them to do that, to have all these people on earth. And the bad thing is that he got them to die. He got them to to be mean to others. That's the problem with the devil. He tries to trick people into, he'll try to trick people or lead them into temptation to get things on earth, because he's the lowercase God of this earth. He gets them to try to do those things on earth, and then it hurts them, and then they are mean to others, and they get really powerful sometimes, and they keep being mean to others as much as they can to get all this stuff, and be mean and work at meanness towards others and their thoughts. And then he takes them right down to hell, and he has them, him and the demons have them, to hurt them, do whatever they want to them, this horrible stuff for all eternity. until they have to burn. They all burn in a lake of fire forever, again and again, burning and burning, burning. It's horrible. It's really, really bad. So heaven is infinitely more beautiful, infinitely more beautiful. Heaven is infinitely loving and beautiful. You're overwhelmed with love. It's not in any way related to a physical body, the sensations of eating food or using the bathroom or any of that stuff. They don't have that in heaven. There's no need for it. There's no need for it. It's infinitely beautiful. These physical bodies that age and die and get sick will go away. Our souls will be in heaven when we're good and kind to others and we follow the Bible. So that's what it's really all about. And I want my son Rowan to understand that, and my son Ivan, and I want their little sister Ayla to understand too. She's so little, she doesn't really do much of any. She doesn't do anything that bad, but I think everyone sins a little bit, even little kids. And Danica, I want Danica to understand too, and I think my kids understand God and Jesus, and I think they believe in God for sure, and Ivan believes in God and Jesus. But I want Rowan to understand all this stuff, so I'm doing these videos for him. And anyone else who sees this can learn from it and be saved by Jesus and get into heaven when they really follow this stuff. And it's really for my children and others, to help others. Okay, I'm going to talk some more about it. Hi, this is John Birmingham, and this is very real. There's a beautiful place, more beautiful than anything we've ever known on earth, and it's called heaven. And when we're good and kind to others, the main idea is to be kind to others, and we can be kind to ourselves too, but mostly kind to others. And when people are mean to us, we forgive them, and we're kind to them anyway. And that's the basic idea. And it explains all that and more. What's wrong, what's good, bad, what's right, what's really good to do towards others. Kindness, and not the wrong way, and not in a weird, bad, selfish way, but a weird, sometimes good way, because Jesus was weird. He was a little different, and they persecuted him. They put him on a cross and made him suffer, and he died. He suffered and died for our sins so we'd be okay. But after we die, we're all gonna die. There's nothing we can do to change that on earth. On earth, the people who are alive right now. And we're gonna die. And when we die, we will be judged by God. By God. We go to one of two places. We either go to heaven, where it's more beautiful than anything ever. This light's really bright on me, so it's making me kind of like not look straight as much into the we go to either heaven, this is being truthful, or for those of us who are really mean, they go to, and who do not believe in Jesus and do not believe in God. It's really real. This is reality. This is Jesus coming to earth to show us what everything is really all about. And if you don't follow God and Jesus and be kind to others like it shows in this book, and you don't have a really strong faith, it's likely that a lot of those people will really go to hell and be tormented in hell forever. So just be kind to others, and then you'll know that you'll get into heaven almost for sure, but you can't be sure till God lets you know, or kind of, he might do it on earth. You have a knowing beyond knowing feeling about how good and beautiful it is there. And many people have experienced it in real life when they've had near-death experiences or been out of their body, and they go to heaven and know it's so beautiful that it's more beautiful than anything here. And hell is really bad. Hell is really bad, the torment. And our souls last forever, whether or not we go to heaven or hell. Our souls will last forever. Our bodies will die, and our souls will continue living forever. They'll continue going for living, being alive forever, in a very real feeling way. And those in hell still have a good conscience, and they wish they think, if only I was good on earth. They think, had I been kind to others, then get to be with God and Jesus. And the feeling of acceptance and love from God and Jesus is overwhelmingly beautiful. It's the best feeling ever. And you don't have to use the bathroom in heaven. People don't do what they do on earth as much. They don't even want to eat food. They feel so happy. It's so beautiful, and it's a lot better than on earth. And first, you have to learn how to be kind to others. That's why that Jesus came down to show us with the New Testament. It's the Bible, but it's the New Testament. There's an Old Testament, New Testament. This is the best one, the New Testament. And this shows us how to be based upon how Jesus was on earth. And he was persecuted, and they hurt him and did stuff because he had to be kind to others and get the message across. Get God's message. His whole thing on earth was to do God's work, what his Father wanted him to do on earth. And so he had to work really hard and get the message out there to as many people as he could. That's why he had to be famous. Some people, it's wrong to be famous. God gets all the glory, not some person who's trying to be famous, you know. I can kind of do it a little bit because it's what I do in videos. I'm not trying to be the most famous person on earth or something like that. So this is what it's all about in the New Testament. And I have videos on my channel that show you what all this means. I read it to you and explain to you what it means. And some kids can understand it too. It's for kids too, because it's for my kids, Rowan, Ivan, their little sister, Ayla, their mom, Danica. It's to help them understand God and Jesus so their souls will be saved, and others too. It's to help as many people as I can with it, and to kind of make make a living at it, because I'm good at doing videos. So I want to do videos and film for a living, videos. I'm good at music too, so that's what I'm trying to do, but it's not the most important thing. You know, the health and well-being of others is important, but the body is not that important. It's the soul. So be really kind, because our bodies are going to get old and get hurt and get sick and die and stuff like that here. Well, we're going to die. It's really going to happen to us. So try not to let it worry you when your body gets older or sick and dies and stuff. We're all going to die eventually. We can enjoy it here on earth. Sometimes we can enjoy it. You can have an inner peace knowing that you're kind and good and you love Jesus, and ask Jesus to be in your life and start talking to Jesus in your thoughts. And that's okay. You know, some bad people try to say that's crazy, but there's nothing wrong with it at all. It's beautiful and it's good, and you can ask Jesus for help when you need it the most and you can't go on anymore and you need him to help, and you ask Jesus. He will help you, but don't ask for help too often, because sometimes you're supposed to go through difficult stuff, maybe when you're a lot older. Then it gets really difficult. Then you can ask God and Jesus for help. So, if you're a kid, if you're an adult, this is meant for adults. This video is meant for adults, really, but also for my son, Rowan, who's 14. And, you know, if there's no ifs about it. There are no ifs about it. Okay, that's it. Follow God, Jesus, the Bible. It's all here. And I have videos on my channel that show you how to understand what the Bible says. It just explains every verse, starting with the first few. I have about 20 chapters, the first 20 chapters right here that I read through and explained. And it shows you everything about how to be on earth. Okay, that's it. Click like in the video, subscribe. Ivan painted this of me. Here's Danica's doll with an alligator on her head, and a Chuck E. Cheese thing they got from Chuck E. Cheese, and this is my parents. And I made this for Rowan when he came to visit at my house one time. Here at my house. Okay, bye.